I'm very confident this is going to end up being my favorite 2024 lightweight single axle travel trailer in this Imagine AIM. Let me go show you why. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Myles, and we are taking a look at this 2024 Grand Design Imagine AIM 15 RB today. Before we get into anything, you'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen. And I want to point out, this has a fully loaded weight rating, or a max weight rating, of only 4,400 pounds. So that means that this trailer here is actually going to be towable by a lot of different trucks in the market, including pretty much all of your half-ton trucks, and even things like a Toyota Tacoma, Ford Ranger, Chevy Colorado, and GMC Canyon, plus a lot of different SUVs as well. We're going to take a look at the exact specs here. Unloaded is only 3,694 pounds. You have a cargo carrying capacity of 1,061 pounds there. And so this is going to be a very lightweight travel trailer, single axle, and if I still had my Tacoma, this would definitely be the ideal couples travel trailer that I would be wanting. So this here, even with a half-ton truck, still is really ideal if you just want a quick, easy to get up and go camping type of trailer. This thing here is nearly perfect, and there's a big change to the interior that answers one of the questions I had in my previous video that we're going to take a look at here. When we get to the inside, take a look at that change. Plus there's some other changes as well for 2024 besides just the big one that I'm thinking of that you might have already seen or know what I'm talking about. But before we get into that, I want to let you know real quick, we are at McClains RV Superstores in Fort Worth, Texas today. Every time I say that, it comes out a lot more country than I feel like my accent really is, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I'm picking up a Texas accent real bad, especially when I say Fort Worth, Texas. But anyways, we're here at the McClains RV Superstore location in Fort Worth, and McClains has 5 different locations, 4 in Texas, 1 in Oklahoma. We handpicked McClains to work with because we truly believe they will give you the best RVing experience that you can find, not only in Texas, but across the United States. Even have things like campgrounds on site at their location, are a priority RV network dealer, which I'll get into more of that a little bit later. Or actually, no, let's just get into it right now. That's 140 different locations across the United States that they're connected with to get you on-the-go service. If you have an issue with your RV while you're in the middle of a trip, you can get to the front of the line at any of these service departments across the United States. Make sure that your trip isn't ruined by something going wrong with your RV. So that there is also something that is a free service that you automatically become a member in when you purchase your RV from McClains. So if you are interested in this RV, you can text us at the number on the screen. We would love to help you out. Or if you're just ready to start shopping for your next RV, you can see they have plenty here to pick from. So you can text us at the number on the screen, and we'll make sure you have a simple, seamless, and easy process with getting your next RV. Now, as we go through this Imagine AIM here, the AIM series is Grand Design's new lightweight single axle travel trailers. They came out with this line for 2023. It was a really exciting release for 2023, having a lightweight small travel trailer from the Grand Design Imagine team. Really nice looking exterior. It is a fiberglass sidewall here. It does have, I wish I knew what this material is exactly. It could be an aluminum. It almost feels more like it's an aluminum front cap here, which I believe that's the case. Certainly what it feels like there. So I believe it's an aluminum front cap on the front here. And then you have a rock guard down here as well. Spot for batteries up front. 2 20-gallon propane bottles, and then you're gonna have a power tongue jack up front here as well. And as we go along the side, you have a nice big awning along your campsite. So big awning there, gonna give you a nice shaded area. I feel like they could have gone another like 4 inches to the side. I wish they would have like maxed that out as far as they could possibly go, but it looks like they could have gone a couple extra inches. There's usually a reason why they don't. They probably, you know, welded or screwed this into the frame or something, and that was probably the closest frame connection, but nonetheless, still a good size awning. And then as you go down into this storage space, one of the first changes we see is the flooring that's here in this storage compartment. It is like a rubber floor that is going to really, I think, stand up well to the test of time, give it a nice grippy material here that will be waterproof as well, that I think will do really well. And then you're going to have an LED light strip that goes all the way across this entire space here. Plus, you can see it's aluminum framing in this travel trailer, so no wood framing, but they do add these nice decor pieces here to make it look more finished out. But really like that LED light strip, like the flooring that they're using in here. It does have solar on the roof, but it does not have an inverter, so it is prepped to add an inverter there if you do want to start getting inverter power to convert that 12-volt power into 110 power to start powering some of the 110 components inside the RV. Things like your TVs, your air conditioner, stuff like that, your bigger power consumption units inside the RV. You have a solid step going in, that is the MORryde step above step. And then you do have a griddle cooktop. Now, I don't like to take away from the owner's unboxing experience of an RV, so the griddle cooktop is actually back here in a cardboard spot there, but it is going to go on top here. You can see it does say Capital Griddle, so you are getting a griddle cooktop here that is going to sit underneath the awning there, so do get an outdoor cooking surface. As we go to the back, you're going to have a ladder to get up onto the roof. Love to see that because a lot of smaller travel trailers will just ditch that, and a lot of them won't have that ladder to get up onto the roof. So like that you have that accessibility. Tankless on-demand water heater. You have a spray port here for cold water outside of the RV. You can hook a hose up to that. You do have a small accessory hitch down underneath here that's rated for 150 pounds. So you can put some cargo on the back of the travel trailer. And then no slide outs on this travel trailer. So this is going to make it nice and easy for you to be able to get up and go camping without having to do a whole heck of a lot, especially if you keep your RV already just like pre-stocked with everything you need to go camping. Can literally just hook up and hit the road. We're gonna actually do a full exterior walkthrough real quick because it's so small. This is gonna be your vent fan here where your microwave is at, or your stove is at, sorry, so that all of your smells can vent out of that area. Again, it's a single axle travel trailer. It has a Westlake Super ST tire. It's a 225/75 R15 tire. You're going to have a fully enclosed underbelly. All your water tanks and water lines sit above that enclosed underbelly, so that will keep your water tanks and water lines from freezing when you have your furnace on. Black and gray tank will all drain out of this one spot here on the travel trailer. And then as you go forward, you're going to have a designated spot to store your sewer hose. So nice to see that there. Spare tire underneath here as well. And you have manual stabilizers, which I've been talking about this more and more, so I apologize if you've already heard this. But I'm actually starting to prefer these and see why Grand Design is preferring to use these instead of an electric stabilizer. One, if you hook a drill up to this spot right here, this actually is going to fully extend out way faster than an electric stabilizer. Literally with the drill, it probably takes 2 to 3 seconds to fully extend this manual stabilizer. Whereas with an electric stabilizer, it can take like 10 to 20 seconds for these to fully extend. Depends on the mechanism, but this is much faster than any electric stabilizer when you use a drill. Also, anything that's electric has the possibility of failure, whereas these manual stabilizers will last a lot longer because there's no electrical components, and it's just something that should be more dependable over the lifespan of owning your RV. So I actually don't mind seeing these and almost kind of prefer it now, which is kind of weird because I really didn't think I would feel that way about a year or two ago. It also has a BAL next gen frame from Norco Industries. What that means, it's all American made steel, and they use a lot of huck bolt fasteners along this frame instead of welds. So there are still some components of the frame that are welded, but where they can, they use huck bolt fasteners, which are much stronger and more secure than a weld. And it's a really lightweight frame, so it's a really solid overall frame that you're getting on this travel trailer as well. Just a good foundation. That is everything on the outside, so let's go ahead and get over to the campsite, and we're gonna take a step in. And I'm really excited to show you this change that they did, because I think this is something really cool that they're doing with the Grand Design Imagine lineup, and I'm glad to see it in the Imagine AIM as well as the full-size Imagines. So it looks like they're doing it across the whole Imagine lineup for 2024. Curious to see if they'll do it in other brands, but let me go show you what I'm talking about. So as we walk inside here, you also have a spot to fill freshwater tank there. It's prepped for a tire pressure monitor unit there. And you do have outlets here on your campsite. This is the 15RB. Does have Asdale sidewalls on this travel trailer as well, so a composite sidewall. They do not use wood in the sidewall. That's going to prevent delamination from happening over the lifespan of owning your RV and prevent any rotting or anything like that if moisture gets into the sidewall. Have a screen door here, of course. And as we walk inside, I'm gonna get into the new chains right away. Look at the lights here in this 2024 Grand Design Imagine AIM. If you saw my other video of the Imagine 2970 RL, you already saw this, but this confirms that Grand Design is at least doing this across the Imagine lineups with these new LED light bars. And over here, you actually have a dimmer switch. So this right here, this goes up and down, and you can see as I move that down, it will dim those lights there. So that will control your 3 LED light bars that go across the ceiling. Have your last one here with the entry into the bathroom. And no puck lights in the ceiling anymore. This is going to be your ceiling lighting in the Grand Design Imagine lineup. So really want to know your thoughts on that, what you think about this new lighting system. I think it's really cool and looks really nice. It's a cool white tone, and because they use a diffuser here with the LED light bar, it really gives it like that glowing effect, which I just think looks really cool. And I don't have, you know, all the shades closed, but it would look even better with all the shades closed in here, and especially at night. I'm really, really curious what it looks like at night. But that is that big change that they did in the design here for those lights. And now let me get into the floor plan aspects of this travel trailer. It is a Murphy bed setup. I'm gonna come back to this in a little bit because I really am excited about what they did with the Murphy bed setup, more so when it's in the bed configuration. But we are gonna show some of the storage around this area real quick. So stay till the end to see what this looks like with the bed down. Huge storage space through here, clothing rod that goes across there, and look at how deep that goes back. I mean, that is a huge space. 2 pull-out drawers on this side. These don't go back as far because there is something back behind that space that I'll show you when we put the beds down. You have 3 coat hooks there right when you walk in. Storage down underneath here, good place for like books or magazines or anything like that. Same thing down underneath here as well. Plus you have an outlet there, so like a good place to just charge your phone or something like that where you have quick, easy access to it from outside. Designated spot to put your shoes when you walk in, so you also have that there, and a motion activated light right when you walk in or out, so that will come on automatically for you. Nice big campsite window, so this is going to give you a great view of your campsite when you're sitting at your dinette table. And this has a telescopic table here, so that will collapse down and make into a bed as well. If you want to make this into a bed, that just collapses down, sits at about the level of the cushions there, or sits a little bit below it, so you can take these cushions here, put it on top of the table, and make it into a bed. And it actually is about 6 feet long or so, so it's not terrible. I have seen my stepsister and brother-in-law share a dinette table bed in our RV before, so I know it is possible for 2 adults to sleep in the dinette table space. Underneath here, you know, I'm curious. They do use Velcro to hold these in place, and those actually did a good job, so I'm glad to see that. Velcro here as well. And you can see there's no storage underneath here because it looks like they show you everything that's down underneath here. You have your winterization valve, some of your water components underneath there, and ducting for your furnace through that space there. So no storage underneath the dinette tables. This is something that I talk about where when you have no floor vents for your heating in an RV, you can see there's no floor vents here. It's because they're running your heating through things like your cabinetry in places where you may normally see storage. So because of that, you have heat vents that come out of these areas here, which is why there's no storage underneath these benches there, because they're running the ducting for the heat in that space. As we come to the kitchen space, really like the tri-tone color to the cabinets there. I think it looks really nice. Have a pretty modern looking handle on these cabinets as well. It is pretty angled though, so it's kind of a more aggressive feel to it than like a rounded design. And then as you open this up, you can see nice big storage. Feels like they really put an emphasis on storage in this travel trailer because you have nice big 4 cabinets there. Seeing this and saw this in a lot of 2023 models going into 2024 in lightweight single axle travel trailers. You have a north to south facing 2-burner stove. So that's pretty interesting. And when it looks like they went away with the oven, they actually technically didn't, because you have a convection oven microwave combo with this microwave here. So that is going to give you a lot of cooking capabilities. Plus it means you still get storage down underneath this space as well. And you get more storage up above because they're able to delete the oven. So that's something that's new as well. And curious your thoughts on that and what you think about not having an oven in a travel trailer. But like I said, convection oven in there that you do have. 2 drawers that pull out, those are pretty big there. And shelf underneath the sink, more storage underneath the sink. So as you can see, this kitchen storage really is adding up in this space here. And have a good amount of countertop space. You can see this is kind of adhered to the countertop there. This is talking about how Grand Design, they invest in a whole team to inspect every single RV that they build before it leaves the manufacturing plant. I bring this up because you would probably think that's standard across the board, but it's actually not. Most manufacturers only inspect maybe 1 out of every 10 or 20 RVs that they build. Grand Design has a team that does a full pre-delivery inspection, or PDI, of every single RV they build before it leaves the factory. So that is something where they're investing more into making sure you have a better experience with your RV. So something to keep in mind there that you get with Grand Design as well. Some unseen value there. You have this Dometic sink that is pretty interesting. We see this in some motorhomes as well. So not a super deep sink there, not really going to be great for washing dishes necessarily, but I wonder, and this faucet doesn't come out. So it's not the most practical sink, but then again, we're in a really lightweight travel trailer, so it is what it is, I guess. You have wireless charging pad here on the countertop. Right here, you're going to have your tankless on-demand water heater controls. It is a Furrion gas tankless water heater. Motion activated sensor here on your control panel. This will also link to your phone so you can see the controls there, or the password there to link this to your phone. So like that you get phone controls of this RV as well. That's something you won't see in every travel trailer this size. You have your AC here in the roof, and this is not going to be ducted, so it's just going to dump air down into this space, and that is a Furrion AC. And then as we go back this way, you'll have your refrigerator. This is a good size refrigerator for this size travel trailer. And as we open this up, see your freezer space down through here, and then your refrigerator space. Really a pretty decent size. Easily can get you through, you know, at least a 3, 4, possibly even 5-day trip. Maybe even a week, depending on how much you can conserve your stuff. More storage up through here, and I even realized that I forgot one of the storage spaces, which is down underneath here. Even more drawers that pull out underneath your sofa there as well. So seating in this space, you have seats for 2 or 3 people there, plus 4 people here in the dinette table. So lots of room for people to sit. Ceiling height in here is probably about 6'6", 6'7" or so. And then as we walk back, you have a TV already installed in this travel trailer. A little shelf here as well. And you know what's interesting? I wonder, first of all, okay, it does slide out. It has a magnet latch on it. I feel like if this isn't a smart TV, which, you know what, has an HDMI cord on the back. I don't see anything indicating this is a smart TV though. I don't know where you're gonna put something to actually watch stuff on this TV. If somebody has an answer to whether or not this is a smart TV, let me know. But like I said, I don't see any identification on it that lets me know that it is a smart TV. And with that being said, I mean, even if, I guess you could plug in like a Fire Stick or something like that if you can find a Wi-Fi. But if you want to find like, or if you want to plug in like a Blu-ray player or something, I mean, it's a very limited space back behind here. You can get your over-the-air TV channels on here, so that is something you'll be able to get those as long as you can access them where you're camping. But to plug in any other sort of media device, there's really, I mean, virtually no storage back through this space. Definitely couldn't fit like a game console or anything like that. So something interesting just to be noted on that TV there. But nice magnet latch goes back in place there. As you go back to the bathroom, really impressive bathroom space. Look at all the floor space you have through here. Towel rod that they installed there. And then you have lots of countertop space considering the size of this travel trailer. Lots of storage as well. Big medicine cabinet. And then this opens up. Look at how far back that goes. Definitely not just a standard medicine cabinet. It's actually shelved out storage. Stainless steel sink, black faucet. 2 pull-out drawers here. Actually not as big or quite as big as they look and that light there coming in is from that outdoor kitchen area back behind that space. You're gonna have a plastic foot flush toilet. It is angled, so it gives you a nice seating position there. And then your shower, it is a rectangular shower. It's a plastic two-piece shower with black fixtures in here. Looks really nice with the black fixtures. And then as far as overall height in here, not great. It's probably about 5'10", 5'11" to right here maybe even probably 5'10". And then you have a height for about 6'4" probably in the skylight. Shower head sits kind of low, but it's about as high as they could put it. Camera's at my eye level right now. Being 6'2", you can see it's well below my eye level, so I would have to duck to get underneath that. But nonetheless, it is a usable shower. Being a rectangular space, it's not too claustrophobic or anything. And the shower curtain is this kind of plastic material here that also is flexible. So if you're trying to wash your hair or anything like that and your elbow hits this, it's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna flex and give with you as if you adjust it or bump it or anything like that. So that's your bathroom there. And then it does have a sliding pocket door. And actually, you know what? Something that is worth noting, because not all travel trailers are the same in this regard. When you close this bathroom door, it's a magnet latch right there, and your door actually goes all the way down to the floor. There's not some big gap there at the bottom. There's not some giant gap there at the top. It actually feels like you have privacy, so that's something that's appreciated, as well as a lot of other travel trailers just have massive gaps above and below the door for whatever reason. And that is something that you don't have in this travel trailer. And then that's gonna bring us back to the bed area. So let me put this bed down, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it on camera so you can kind of see all the steps. This actually folds down this way, so it's a little different than some other travel trailers and how that bed there works to go down flat. This already is a surface that maybe a kid could lay down on. It's not too terribly wide. It's probably about 4 feet wide or so, but a kid could lay down on this. And then right here you have latches to release the bed, and as this drops down, this is probably the best bed setup that I have seen for a travel trailer that has a Murphy bed. Usually when you put the bed down in a travel trailer that has a Murphy bed, it looks so bland and plain back behind here. They don't really put anything back in the space. And this here feels like you are just in a regular travel trailer with the bed down, and even at that, a more premium travel trailer. And I really appreciate that feeling that they give you with this. You have a blue LED light bar there. Still not exactly sure why they go with blue. Y'all let me know your thoughts on the blue LED light accent. I do think it looks kind of cool in this setting. I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time I've kind of felt that, especially with the gaps that they put in this space here to let that light shine through. But I've always wondered why they do a blue light instead of like a white LED light. And then as you come back through here, you have cubbies for each individual, and they have outlets and USB ports. But not only just USB ports, they actually have a USB Type-C port on there as well. You have a nice looking headboard, and then you have reading lights for each individual, and they have 2 different light settings. So you have a blue light that's gonna be like a soft light, and then you have your warm white light there as well. Nice big shelf up here for storage, and that is your bed setup here for this Murphy bed. And I just really like the look of it overall. I think it feels more premium than a lot of other Murphy bed travel trailers. And then to put this back up, it's still very simple. You only have a latch on one side, so it's not too much work or too tedious. One latch there, and then this just flips over like that. As you can see, didn't even have to put down the camera. Could do it all with one hand and took about 10 seconds or so. So very easy to use, very easy to convert. And that is your Imagine AIM 15 RB. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. If you are wanting to see more RV reviews, especially new 2024s, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we are going to be getting you video content of a lot of the new 2024s. We're going to be some of the first videos you'll see in the world of these new 2024 models. There's a lot of exciting events coming up in the RV industry coming soon as well. So lots of exciting video content coming, so make sure you're subscribed. And if you are interested in this RV, you can text us at the number on the screen. We are here to help. We're at McClains RV Superstores, and we handpick to work with them because we truly believe they'll give you the best experience with purchasing your RV that you could possibly ask for. And if you are interested, they have locations in Texas and Oklahoma. We are here to help. We would love to help. So text us at the number if you are interested in this RV or you're just ready to start shopping for your next RV. So that's all I got for y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And until next time, live firmly unbound. Thank you.